In the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove, and from this groove came the grooves of all grooves. And while one day viciously throwing down on his box, Jack boldly declared, "Let there be house," and house music was born. You see, I am the creator, and this is my house. And in my house, there is only house music.
This is the most important part.
But I am not so selfish.
He's what?
But I am not so selfish, because once you enter my house, it then becomes our house.
And our house music. And another important part.
And you see,
no one man owns house.
Because house music is a universal language spoken, understood by all.
Where the fuck was they at in the 90s? Where were they in the 90s, man? From 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Where were they? They like, I guess the liberal grand poobas and the fucking ambassadors of house music. And it's like, damn, we weren't seeing y'all when we was cracking around this camp with the ghetto house. Let me give y'all, share something else with y'all. Ghetto house saved house music. Ghetto house saved house music.
A lot of them new DJs are jealous. 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 New DJs, new DJs. A lot of them new DJs are jealous. 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 I can't fuck with the mixtape niggas. A lot of them new DJs are jealous. I can't fuck with the mixtape niggas. A lot of them new DJs are jealous. I can't fuck with the mixtape niggas. A lot of them new DJs are jealous. I can't fuck with the mixtape niggas. A lot of them new DJs are jealous. A bunch of whack niggas kissing ass. 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 Envious faggots are worse.
In the 90s, from the underground of the Wu-Tang, D.I.T.C., the Gangsta Foundation, Tribe, Native Tongue, to Rockefeller, to the late 90s.
All that's Queens.
You know what I'm saying? To all the Queens movement of Nas, of Mobb Deep, AZ, well, he's out of Brooklyn. But just those movements, that's what was going on in music, period. It was on a bigger scale because it had no competition. You know, it was a good, positive vibe. Some of it was about partying. Some of it was about violence, and you know, either what you were going to either succumb to, or that just was their way of life. But the dance music at that time, the house music, the dance music at that time, it wasn't necessarily dead, and it moved around to other places. It was not the biggest thing in Chicago because at the time you had other movements, the hip-hop movement that started to really spearhead in Chicago. Now, I was born in '73, so this year I'll be 40. At that time, in '93, '94, I'm 20, 21 years old. Part of a movement. And I was one of the DJs that still is, that played everything. Be it if it's the new rap, be it if it's the old school rap, be it if it's the juke, the ghetto house, the old school house, or the disco. You know, and that's going from front to back, or whatever, in time. So, look at certain eras and certain things on what was going on. The proof was simply, it was in the music. What made you move that year? You know, what was the music that made you do what you were supposed to do on the dance floor? A lot of that was a lot of jazz house. Like one of my favorite producers, Pal Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Who did the
Earth People? Did the Soho thing. Hell, he did Sex and Violence by KRS-One, by Boogie Down Productions. He did that album. You know what I'm saying? It was a Crazy Frenchman, Renald Deschamps. You know what I'm saying? Cats like that. They was heading the production and trying to keep the house movement alive, which was at a crossroads. At that time, we talking 90, 91. It was at a crossroads, trying to figure out which way to go.
Yeah.
But from 1989 to 1994, to 1998. Ghetto house saved house music. I will go on public record and say so. Everything else was big and was in other places. There was not. It was an underground movement because you had cats at the Red Dog that was putting in work.
Yeah.
You had
I forgot to say that on the
Reactor.
first
You had
one.
Rush at the Reactor. You had other DJs over.
Sneak,
you know,
Heather, and all those guys. They was at the shelter. What was it, the Red Dog, and just a lot of spots,
it went
man.
to the north side. You
Yep.
might as well say.
Far as like the much of the house movie. Yeah,
store-
I can say that. Yeah, because
The
we was doing
record
a lot of stuff
store
out there.
gramophone supported a lot of music that had to go at a lot of these clubs.
Yeah, big shout out to Gramophones. Big shout out to Andy Moy. Big shout out to Mike Serafina. Just Alone was working at a lot of good people.
My man Brian Boyd
Brian
was working
Boyd.
up in there. So you had record stores like that, Just Dance, Hip House, Jumpin' Music, World Records over on Western. You had a lot of music stores that was remotely close to the dance music movement, and it just shifted around. So for anybody to say that this thing, you know, it's got a rebirth, it's got a resurgence, you guys got a high interest on what's going on now, but for a while, it shifted. I won't say it died totally, but it shifted. And it shifted to the younger people that was coming up. Stories like this is just as simple. When 1988, when BMX went off the air, you had everything got shifted to B96. It was a poppy station that a lot of brothers weren't trying to hear.
Yeah,
Brothers in the
I
Hood
stated that. Like
Brothers in the Hood was not trying to hear B96. I'm sorry, it's just how it is.
But far as not to cut you, but far as a DJ, they had the songs and stuff was coming out because it was still relevant. Like we heard Jungle George, Electric Dance. We bought that. We heard Reese. What was that? Rock to the Beat and like a lot of that stuff to get Hype Boy and all that. I mean, even we still bought it. But I said, and you're right, and I said in the last episode, you know, when 88 came, BMX, you know, I think it was like August around the time we was getting out of school because BMX went off the air. And that was like a sad day. The resource for music was kind of dead because, you know, from when did BMX surface? Like 81, 82?
It had been around before that, but
Yeah, before then, but Hot Mix 5 is like 81. But so from 81 all the way to 88, as DJs growing up, either you was young or older. You heard these records if you heard Jack My Body, Marshall Jefferson Move Your Body, Strings of Life, Rhythm is Rhythm, or you heard these certain records. We was too young to go to clubs. I was too damn young to go to them clubs. You know what I'm saying? So thank God for BMX if I heard it.
You had the big homie down the street with the big radio.
Yeah, or somebody was outside playing that record. You know what I'm saying?
And in his backyard with his parents had bought him some turntables and he mixing his records. So, or the hustling cat or whatever that has the people behind him. Either or, that's how you heard a lot of these records. So we were like block party dudes, you hear the beat in the air. You hear something, next thing you know, you gravitate to where that beat was. You had to go where that beat was being played.
Where the music was being played at.
So, yeah, I mean, it went from watching live bands on block parties to DJing the block parties myself. So that became a source on how the music got played, and the crowds basically dictated one way or another on what was going to be played. Hence, a lot of cats started making tracks for the blocks. You got your 4-track, you got your little pedal sampler or whatever. You make your tracks or whatever on there. You sample some James Brown, speed it up or whatever the case is. You get a couple of disco records, put a beat behind it, boom, you got an instant track. A couple of chants on the block or of the block or whatever. That's how it went. Yes. So that was that period of 89 to like 94. So now you got 94, it's time to put it on record. You had your Work That Motherfuckers, your Magic Feats, that's 89. So you had those records out there, and then it went on further to remixes of those records. So when 94 hit, 93, 94, you know, because House Mars record hit in 93. Then you had a lot of stuff that was coming out on Dance Mania, like in the 93, 94.
Well, in the 93, well, Funk did the Halloween House. Him and Houseman, I think Robert the Money was doing the stuff over there at ACV in France. But what was really first coming out on Dance Mania, it's like you put on Dance Mania, then you put on that. But then you had the Paul Johnsons, Nice and Fast, In the Kitchens, and tracks like that. DJ Sneaks and Heather B and Psycho Bitch and Braxton Holmes and Glenn Underground, Boo Williams, cause them cats was like the shit coming out of that time. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I never disrespect organizations like they be talk about blah blah blah. No, woo, fuck them or fuck them. And it's like, hey man, let them do their thing. We gonna build our own to show the world or what. How we know how it should be. People gonna think and how they think and say what they say, but it's like, it's just something about telling the truth. Like, yeah, I get dogged a lot because I speak the truth, and it's like, Mom, I can't help what my mother taught me as a baby and then as a child, a young man growing up. And I'm like, don't give a damn what nobody say. Speak the truth. Like, people want to call me crybaby. I'm a crybaby because I speak the truth. It's just they can't take it because their history is their history, or they want you to remain quiet or want you to be cool.
My thing is like, when I'm speaking on, it's facts to back it up.
Yep.
The records is downstairs.
Same here.
Some of the records may even be up in here somewhere. But other than that, the main thing is it was a lull in there for what people are seeing now in house music. It's a good thing because it's the people are supporting it and supporting the situation and putting it back on top where it needs to be, because that's a true bred Chicago style of music, from blues, from the soul that came out of Chicago and everything else. House music is a true Chicago music. It has origin and roots. They may go from Philly, it may go to New York, it may go to even England. So, but the house music as we know it is birthed here in Chicago. Like the origin of that, I'll let somebody else argue about that. So, I mean, but from what I know, from where it's at now to where it's been, from whence it came, and those periods in between that you got genres that was built off of that, all I can say is do not deny people the truth of where it came from, where it went, and where it's, because that's the only way you're going to figure out where it's going. Somebody can come out and just say all this is trash, all this is whack for whatever reason, from sexual orientation to it being too hood, to whatever the case may be. They come out and say that, and people can change their mind about it tomorrow. Just that quick. You know what I'm saying? Because some things, like laws, are built on opinion. Some people, they got an opinion that this should be a law on this. From speeding to smoking weed in the street to peeing upside a wall or whatever. It's all opinion. You know what I'm saying? Some things, yeah, is just vile and nasty and just wrong and deadly. But at the end of the day, it's all opinion on how these things are put into effect. So if people's opinions are, I need to listen to this kind of music because it makes me dance, it makes me think, it relaxes me, it makes me think of my childhood, for whatever reason that it is, do not hold it like this is ours, this is just it. But you want it to be around the world. Yeah. It needs to have a center, it needs to have a core that involves everybody. When you heard those songs on the radio, it involved everybody, it involved every nationality here, because all of us come up, and we had a Puerto Rican friend or a Mexican friend that DJ. We went over their house sometimes, or they came over our house. They was welcome, but we weren't welcome in their neighborhood. If you had an Asian friend that was quick with the cuts, but he was a hip-hop DJ or he played a little house, you merged with him. If you had your straight-up white friend that loved what you did and he had a better sound system, you merged with him. This was for everybody, not just one set of people. So when people are talking about, well, this is only for us because this is this and that music, you're going to close yourself off, really.
Yep. And that's my whole point of what I'll be trying to explain. It's like you.
We hear
when you talk about like certain things, you kind of like you shut a lot of people out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People say what I say. You know, sometimes they just run with it. But like, I'm the only person at my age that still do what I do, and it's just something about these kids, though. You know, with the kids, it's just like, you know, I come from out of the era of the funk era before it was even called house. And mixing that. No, I was not at those clubs because I was too damn young to go. You know what I'm saying? So what?
What they would call the post-disco era.
Post-disco era. So it's like, it really didn't matter to us if we went. We didn't even care about it. We didn't even know about it then. Only thing we cared about was buying those records that they were playing. That's all.
Because really our method was so street until we had a different way. A lot of the DJs at that time, they played the record straight out.
Yep.
We gotta do something to that record because we bored, we hear it a certain way.
We didn't let the record play the whole goddamn 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of DJs, a lot of those DJs did then, and they still do it today. Let's go to the clubs. If they playing house set, just go to the club. They let that damn record play. I'm not saying that it should play for like
have other days to shoot other stuff. You know
1 minute. No, give it time to play, but you can manipulate the record. You know, if it's a club version, or if it's a dub version, or if it's a hot version, or it's a Traxman version, or a Quirky Strong version. You know what I'm saying? It's like you manipulate the song. No, I'm not gone. Big Paul.
You know what I'm saying?
We up here filming. Hey, come in for a second. But
we sitting here.
I'm just trying to keep it going. I'm on for the change, but point blank, man. You guys that's looking or watching this, man.
You good where you at. Don't even worry about.
Man, stop doing them shorties like that, man. Because you know, I said it just in the post a couple of days ago. No, where is house music gonna be in 20 years?
Definitely call me and let me.
I don't know. It's still here. You know, you can listen to your B96s and listen to your Rihannas and listen to B96. I listen to B96 in every record. This is how I know shit is just fucked up. I'm listening to WGCI. I can hear Mick Mills, 2 Chainz, what's the other ass little boy, Waka Flocka and Chief Key and all that old. I ain't calling you Chief, nigga, call you Key. Just a lot of that stuff, and them and Power 92. But then I go to B96, and everything is boom, 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 or boom, 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 and I'm looking like, this is house music, like to like the third power, and it's like, why aren't we getting that on our own urban radio stations? No, well, it's like, I don't know, it's like a follow, you know, like we're following a trend, you know what I'm saying? If he got, you know, if they, you know, if Waka Flocka and them and then Chief Keef wearing dreads, I think I'm gonna grow it. You know, if they saying certain words the way they saying certain words, I think I'ma say it.
I mean, that's just,
but that's neither here nor there.
We went through the whole thing. We was blacker than black. We was gangsters. We smoked a ton of weed because the music said so. We were break dancers. We went through every phase of it. We were blunt heads. All we wore was Timberlands for a long time. We went through the whole phases of what the music told us to do. So I respect it as far as with the children that's concerned. When the children are concerned, I respect their music for it's their music.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like, no, I don't know. It is what it is.
It's not for me. You know, I just want the kids to be
happy,
safe. You know, you can be, you know, you can be depressed as long as you're safe. If you amongst yourself doing whatever you're gonna do, as long as you don't try to commit no suicide or try to hurt anybody else or whatever the case may be, run up in schools with guns and all that, that's when I got a problem with it. If the music was to say that. But the music now doesn't even report when it happens. We spoke on what happened in Bensonhurst. We spoke on what happened with so-and-so over in Chicago. We spoke on those things in our music. Now, it's like these things don't even exist. Or it's a metaphor like our do you like the kid did everybody at the so-called school or the college or whatever, you know. You know, we don't really take into account that it's more than just what you're hearing, you know, musically. It's entertainment, but it's also information. You know,
That's what's lost.
If the information gets in the wrong hands,
Oh my
or the
God.
wrong information gets in everybody's hands, then we in trouble. And that's normally and that's really where we've been in the last 10 years, 13 years.
I mean, cause I like my T.I.s and no, I'm a Juicy J fan. I'm a 3-6 Mafia fan. But I was explaining this to like one of my little guys. I'm like, you know, how you like Juicy J and you don't like McMills or the 2 Chainz? I'm like, well, I like Juicy J because this is what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Since like, you know, when I started getting up on 3-6 Mafia, it was like 95. When Paul, Big Paul got like the tapes and the CDs, and they was doing the thing, and I liked it though. But it's like, okay, this is them. This is what they do, so I can respect Juicy J. So, you know, if he had a song, what's the new song?
Bands Make Her Dance.
Dance and Make Her Dance. I can play that, and I can respect it because, you know, it's really party music. He do party music.
Yeah, and they once they figure that to be an angle, it's street party music.
It's street party music, so it's like...
That's what it is.
It gets kind of like thrown off of like sometimes, you know, and I'm listening to a lot of this music and it's like it ain't no message, and even like that's like even with the house music, you know, it's, you know, I don't have nothing against anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like the soulful cats, you got the soulful cats, you got the hard cats, you got the hard cats, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, it's like y'all having these parties, like, you know, I'm gonna keep it fucking 100. All the goddamn parties on the south side at these damn lounges, you know what I'm saying? And I don't go all of them. Peace to majority of them, but I have them, I just don't go. One, I don't want to go to any part in south side, north side, east side, and just hear the same goddamn thing over and over and over and over again. So if everybody's going to track, so everybody's ending up playing the same goddamn thing. When you got all this music, that, you know, you can take. It's like if you don't want to make the original record or whatever, you know what I'm saying, at least, you know, jump on the MP and, you know, track it out, or jump on the Ableton something and do something, because a lot of times, and maybe I'm vain about it, but, you know, a lot of times the music sucks, and that's why I do my brand of music, and I will play, you know, my brothers like, you know, Clash Titan and, you know, remixes from this cat, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can't play everybody. Just because you a big name DJ, even from then, even they shit suck. And I'm gonna keep it 100. It suck so bad, and I ain't gonna buy it. It's like buying a record just because your name is Bleep 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 from back in the 80s, and it's like, that new shit suck. I can play your old shit from 80, 85, and 86, and it still rock the house. So, you know, it's basically, that's basically it. So, and another thing, going to these parties, and y'all have these big picnics, especially when y'all say old school, man. Stop saying old school and don't play old school. Please stop that. Another thing, your crowds every year is gonna get younger and younger and younger and younger. Y'all better start playing Brighter Days, The Percolator, Earth People, you know, You Got Me Up. It's gonna have to be a time.
When those records are played, it's like a shock to the system.
It's like oh my God! Because when I hear it, I'm like, what? Like, man, they playing Brighter Days, and it would blow my socks off if I hear the Freaks. Some doom. That'll kill me. But you ain't gonna hear it coming from them. You ain't gonna hear it because that didn't represent them. But if you play Jack the Bass and flip it over and play Suck My, what do you call that?
That to me is like the origin of the ghetto.
That was the origin of the ghetto, but no, people don't want to claim it, or they like ashamed of it. Like, man, oh, we didn't do these records. We trying to you know, be clean. And I can understand that, but it's like don't be afraid of what you've done. Like, I talked to Vince Lawrence on Facebook. I talked to Chippy, great guy. You know what I'm saying? I always let them know, like, man, you guys are the godfathers of what we doing because of the beat patterns, of the music, of the Virgo Go Wild tracks, or the Farley when it was Farley funkin' key, funkin' with the drums 1 and 2 and no vocals necessary. That was the music that sparked Ghetto House. You know what I'm saying? We know like what was going on then. You had South Side and West Side. No sides are better than each other, but the South Side played more disco. More deep disco, you know, like Let the Man Put Us Under, the Shy Lights, my First Mistake, and you know, jams like that. And them my cuts and Funkin' Over. We playing Funkin' Over like a motherfucker over here too. But on the West Side, we was playing more of the beat track. Like they would play offset, they'll play do 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 do. We on the move, man. But over here we play do 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 the other version on there. So we play all hardcore beat tracks. Like I said, they didn't make us better. It just, you know, we was just on something else. You know, when we didn't have all those DJs and those producers from the 80s, you know what I'm saying, around that time doing what they was doing at that time. You know, we just had the DJs.
Hey man, check your pocket, see if you got my headphone adapter on you or something. It ain't downstairs, it's off my headphones.
I might have it. I thought it was mine.
Thank you. Cause this is the only one I got. I was about to hurt him.
Oh, it's mine. Hey. Hey, Bobby said to go in the next. Some motherfucker stole my
I'm down there.
You got one and you can't find it.
This is the last one.
Oh.
This is the last one I got at home.
That's one of them K.O.T.C.
This is the last one. I ain't got none. That means I would have to spend money. Hell no, I ain't got no money to spend.
You out?
Need my, yeah, I'm finna go, man. I gotta get up to Family Dollar, get some salt.
Yeah.
That's if they be open by the time I get there. They probably close on my ass. We gotta go to the gas station get some salt.
I gotta get ready to get home.
Who playing downstairs?
That's Bobby.
No, that's
Big Dog.
Big Puppy.
Big Puppy.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, Traxman.
Yeah, me out rough.
Hey, I'm here with my bros, man. Hey, 21 years ghetto DJs, Traxman, AK Quirky Strong. It is what it is. X-Ray.
She grown now.
Yeah. That's the president. This is one of the other founders right here. This is Big Paul. This is my
What up,
brother
ghetto
right
DJs,
here.
ghetto techs, and such.
And such. This is one of the brothers that, you know, we started this thing together like 20-some years ago, blah, 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 blah.
And I tell y'all another thing, when with the other with our documentary, pull up whatever footage you got, pull up whatever artifacts you got, flyers, posters, pictures,
even throwback
cards,
photos,
phone numbers, whatever, you know, if you got such and such card or phone
Okay.
number, pull that stuff up, man, because like I say, you can say what you want, unless you got the facts.
You gotta have
to
some
back
proof.
it up. You gotta have that practice, that proof and those facts, those artifacts, in order to support what
Hey, what them tapes at?
what tapes?
The tapes.
I need a copy of
tapes.
Y'all Ain't Ready Yet.
You. Man.
I just want to record it and make
Like,
an
what those
MP3
tapes
of
say,
it.
the color tapes?
Oh, they in the closet in the other room, man. You can't hardly get up in there.
Yeah, that
I'm
buried
gonna
them
pull
jams.
them out too. You know, just
Because I'm
take
gonna
pictures of that.
tell you, I sure need to burn that 60-minute workout. I do not have a copy of that
I
shit.
think
That's
we
been like,
put it on CD.
you talking about that ghetto, that DJ was shot out?
no, this me and Slick Rick. This 60-minute workout. Some shit back in '98. But on that note,
Oh man, get your
Yeah.
dirty house shoe chewing ass out of here. Do you have it? Y'all Ain't Ready Yet?
Leon got my copy of that, man.
Man, tell Leon we gonna make Leon.
all right. Don't forget public service announcement. Get my little bro DJ K.O.T.C album on Booty Tune. Me and this cat here, me and Bobby Skills, we got an album coming out on Booty Tune also. Go cop that, the EP. I don't know what title we gonna give it. You can get at my man X-Ray right here. He SoundCloud. He got the illest, you know what I'm saying, soul, R&B break mixes. I call it education music.
Be on the lookout for me and L.O.T.C.
The Warriors
Yeah.
album coming out. Get a couple shots out because I gotta go home. I'm kind of tired and roll up. Another thing, this is just off the records, ain't got nothing to do with it. You motherfuckers in the panic room, stop that shit, man. Let's make music, man, together, man. Man, you can like whoever the fuck you wanna like, but when it comes to me, you ain't done half the shit I'd have done. Now what? Now what?